It's always weird hearing Down with the King this early in the stream, right? Anyway. Wow. I might be slightly quiet because I'm a little tired. Howdy and welcome everyone. It's your semi-local multi-dimensional Lexter Clubly. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. And today, day two of hardcore. Yes. Our goal today is to try to see if we can get a full suit of diamond armor. I think that would be very cool. And I would like my secondary goal for today to try to get the ultimate fishing rod. My fully enchanted fishing rod, just so that I'd be able to get all the enchantments and all the food that I could possibly want. How is everybody doing today? Is everybody doing okay? I know, yesterday we ended on such a strange note with, a really intense boss fight. Getting beat to death by the void over and over and over again. But then, you know, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna die today. It's very important that I don't die today. But yes, as a reminder, my cover for Marshmallow is out. I should have a new one soon. What's it gonna be though? Who's to say? But new one soon. And also my voice pack for March is already out. The sub-only one should be out very soon if it's not out within like the next couple of days. But yes, it was themed around luck this time. The art was done by the lovely Puppy Awo. It's one of my favorite art pieces that has ever been done for me because the colors on it are just so pretty. So, you know, if you want to learn a little bit more about my perspective of luck from the perspective of a Lexter, there you go. And then of course the sub only will it will be a little bit more of an expansion of what I'm talking about, but from a different thing. Secret lore. Yes. What else? Oh, also, on Friday this week, we are holding a design review stream. Well, basically, I say design review, but what I mean really is that I'm gonna be going over people's designs, and I'm gonna be like, "That is so cool! I love your hat. It's so cool." Right? And then I also plan to have a little bit of a little slideshow to be like, all right, as a character designer, these are like the types of things that I look for and think about when I'm doing character design. So for people who don't have their little guys yet, it's an option for them just in case they want to learn a little bit more about some things, at least that I think about behind the scenes when I'm designing characters. So it's an option. And then also if you're a VTuber and you want to show off your lovely design, and if you have alternate outfits, you should show me those too. I would love to see all of your outfits, all of them, every outfit. But whatever you show me, I shall be going, "That's so cool!" And then also immediately be following up with, I think this outfit would look really nice on you. I think, like, yeah, you should get like a casual outfit that kind of makes it look like you're gonna go to the gym, or like go on a run, or like, oh yeah, perhaps we should get you an outfit where you look like you're gonna go to a masquerade or something like that. So that's what's happening on Friday. You could still submit designs, so you could either submit your design on my post on Twitter, or you could post in my Discord server if you would like to, if you want to show off your lovely, lovely design. So if you want to join the Discord, you could join here. Just make sure that you tag me so that I know to include your design. Feel free to throw it in the bottomless pit or in the gallery. Just make sure that you let me know that you want it for the design review. And if you're not a VTuber and you just want me to look at your OC, feel free to just send it. But also, please send me your lore too, because I want to be able to look at your design and be like, I see this element of the lore being represented here. It also will help me come up with some alternate outfits for you based off of what you say about your lore. So, just some things to think about. Just some things to think about. But yeah, do I have anything else that I want to talk about before I start playing Minecraft? I don't know. Saturday we're continuing Detroit Become Human, so if you like watching me suffer trying to make choices, then you can swing on by on Saturday, because I'm just gonna be sat there being like, what's the right choice? I don't know. And then Detroit Become Human has the additional aspect of it where it's kind of like, oh yeah, well, you have 4 dialogue options you can choose from, but you don't actually know what he's going to say. So you're gonna pick something based off of the first word. And then like the options will be like understanding, sympathy, determination, or like let it go. And then you look at it and then you actually get into the nitty-gritty of it, and it's like, okay, I'll pick determination, because it's like strong willpower, and be like, I know we can work together. And then it'll be like, listen, I was sent here and you're not stopping me. And I'm like, oh no, he's not gonna like that. I wouldn't have picked that if I knew that's what he was gonna do. So then it puts me in a position where I'm like, oh, I don't actually know what any of these are gonna be. Apparently there is a game, Kirsch was telling me there was a game where, something like that was happening in a bar, where one of the options was ice him, and people thought that meant throw a cup of ice on him. And, what it actually meant was, like, dropping him into, like, one of those, like, super cold, like, freezing things, and killing the guy. And everyone was like, oh! That's not what I wanted to do at all! So, I don't know. It's funny when those types of games are like that, but also at the same time, I get so very nervous, because then I'm just like, oh no, what if I'm making all the wrong choices? What if I don't know what I'm doing? It's like, I know what I want to do, but I don't know which thing is going to get me to the thing I wanted to. It's such a fascinating problem. But such is the way. How about I turn on Minecraft? I got the Minecraft. Let me just change the category really quick. But yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to say. I do have something a bit more concrete to announce, but I feel like it'll be easier to talk about it while... Oh, the guy's not on. That's okay. Should be here now. Are you gonna come back? There you go. And then let me put on my favorite song to start with for Minecraft forever and ever and ever. It's just always going to be this one. Alright, here we go. I don't really remember where we left off. I know we are on my... Hi, puppy. We are on my little island. And we have a fishing rod. So let's see how many more fishes we can... or how many more casts we can get while we're waiting. But yeah, I do have more stuff that's coming out soon. Which I'm kind of excited about. One in regards to covers, because I don't know if you knew, but I've been chit-chatting with people. I've been doing some chit-chatting. So with the power of chit-chat, with the power of chit-chatting, I had been like, all right, we gotta sing together. We gotta sing together. So a couple songs that I've been wanting to sing. I'm gonna be able to get to sing with some people, some very cool people, some of which you've heard me talk about before, and some of which are brand new, but they are very cool people, so I'm very excited for it. One of them should be coming out, one of the songs should be coming out within the next 2 months. But it's a song I've been trying to cover for so long, so it's very exciting that we finally get to actually do it. I hope one day we get a new fishing rod. Because I feel like it's going to be harder for me to get an enchantment table. Okay, so just remembering where I'm at, it looks like I have iron armor and a copper axe. I do actually truly think that them adding copper to the game, like copper armor and stuff to the game, was actually a really smart move on their part. It's very beginner friendly. Especially because there's so much copper in the game. Here we go. Power 3, not too bad for a bow. Although it might really just be easier to... just fish up a good bow than put power 3 on it. But yeah, adding copper was very beginner friendly, especially like based off of the amount of copper that they have in the game. Like, it feels like the amount of copper that I get when I am mining like a vein of copper ore is always like really like, I think it's definitely more than most other ore drops that you get, except for like maybe lapis. It feels on par with lapis. But lapis we only really use for dye and for enchantment. So, the fact that they made more stuff that you can use with copper, aside from like the spyglass, it's kind of awesome. Because it's very beginner friendly. It makes it so that you can get a full set of armor that is like very early game. And I mean, I know I got lucky with finding this much iron really early, especially because I didn't really go into the caves. And I probably won't for a little bit. Mostly because I really do want, that is a big salmon. Well, we got a bone. Mostly because I want to try to, get a bow or, a stronger fishing rod before I go in. But I also recognize that's hubris, so I might be at this for a while. But I don't think the loot tables have really changed since I started, you know? Like between versions, like I don't think the loot tables have particularly changed. The thing that I'm gonna be interested in is seeing if we are going to get a version update. But I don't know if, like, based off of the way... You bought a fryer today? Like an air fryer or just like a typical oil fryer? Oil fryer, huh? What are you planning on making with it? Because, like, I was going to say, like, oh, well, what do you plan to do with that? But, like, I kind of assumed that you were planning on cooking with it. Fries, katsu, fried chicken, etc. Huh. So is it like, so it's like one of those deep fryers? Like with like the little things. It's a collector's piece, you know. Yes, it's for display only. You put like a war trophy of every fried food you've ever cooked right on the fryer. Just so that everyone knows the types of things that you can make with it. It's supposed to make me look like a good cook, but I never use it. Yeah, it makes you look way more professional about it than you actually are, so that everyone will come in and be like, oh my god, you're so good at cooking, will you cook for me? And it's like, ha, no. Which is a little bit of a power move, if you think about it. Like, just imagine, you're like, hey, oh my god, could you... That sounds like so cool. What are you gonna cook for me? No. Oh. Okay. It's a blessing. Something that takes 20 minutes to fry fries now takes 5 minutes. I imagine so, but isn't maintenance gonna be hard too? Like, I imagine it'd be a little bit hard to clean, but I've also never used a fryer before, so I would have no idea if it's, like, actually hard to clean or not. No, it has its own filtration system and all the parts are equally detachable. My biggest issue is just general storage. Huh. I mean, is there enough space in your kitchen for it? Cause like I have the mental image like, it's too big for the kitchen. Why don't I keep it in my bedroom? And then you just, it's kind of like when people have like an arcade booth in their bedroom and they're just like, yeah, it's just here. Yes, but no. So you don't have enough space for it. We will have to find a good cave to fall into. One with a nice and easy entrance. And I'm also going to need more torches than this. I'll just keep this, just in case, because you never know when you need it. Alright, dude, move! Move so I could go! Okay, there we go. You see, he's keeping watch. You see? Oh, hello. You're joking, but technically it is like that. I live in a studio apartment. It was only $100 for it, so I was like, dude, I fry things all the time. An air fryer you can't exactly do batter. Yeah. Air fryers do get it, like, really crispy, but they don't, like, actually work really well for, like, actually trying to fry things. Da 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 da. Oh, the little Nautilus. So, like, I find that using the air fryer to reheat fries is pretty good. But not, like, to initially cook them. So many animals. Oh, this is just a cool hill. I was all excited. I'm like, yay, cave! No. Unfortunately, what I have to remember is that the prettiest caves bear the darkest secrets within. And by the darkest secrets, I mean skulk, because sometimes they like to spite me. So I thought, let's get a standard fryer. Alright. It has a little box for the oil to filter it. I'm waiting for the oil to cool down currently, then try to filter. So, how will the filtration system work if it's, so say, like, the oil is, like, incredibly hot, right? Like, so you got, like, the hot oil, and then also the thing is going to get a little more, heated. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? I'm not getting jumped by a villager because I can't find him. Only reason you should fear dark caves is because I might be in them? Dude, are you Herobrine? Are you like Herobrine? Are you just like hanging out in my world? How'd you get here? Honestly, in the long run, we don't really fear zombies. I fear baby zombies though. Those guys have ended 5-year hardcore worlds. That's a secret. I think the oil is cool enough, so I'll come back with the results. Okay, please let me know, because I am very curious about this. Ooh, this is where it goes. So there is a real cave here. Let me put... Oh, I do have torches. We're good. So, I'm gonna put water bucket. It's bothering me because I hear the zombie, but I cannot find him. But... I don't know, I've never known anyone who has actually had a... Oh, dear lord. I need to be careful. That just looks like death. Very pretty death, but death. Because, like, just doing the damage calculation in my head without feather falling, without prot on my armor, and I'm in iron, I'm not surviving that fall. Which is so sad. Am I carrying my... Yeah, I do have my portable furnace, so if I find more iron, then I'll be chill. But yeah, like, what happens... Like, it has its own filtration system for sure, but what happens if, like, the bits in there are, like, too, How do I put it? The crumbs are too big. They sound like they are right next to me. And it keeps freaking me out. Left or right? Wonder if they're on the top of this. Hi, Bat. It's kind of awesome being a massive fan of Alrighty, just gonna let it run now? Makes sense. Perfectly reasonable. I don't know why there's so many zombies. I just keep hearing them, they're right next to me, but... I don't think they actually are, which is what's bothering me. Hey, man. I call it filtration system, but it's literally a drain with a strain. Oh. Well, that works. We're not fucking with the Enderman. Just in case I accidentally hit him. His reach is 3 blocks long. But he can't get into 2 block spaces very well. My biggest issue is that it takes quite a lot of oil to fill it. Yeah, I can imagine that. And like, do you have to... I feel like you'd also have to change out the oil pretty frequently anytime that you wanted to use it. So like, you'll get really good results with the frying, but also you're using a ton of oil. So, like... And of course Hornet's theme plays. I know I have my iron pickaxe, but I'm trying to save it. Just because I don't have too much iron right now. It was certainly an impulsive purchase. Hey, I mean, as long as it brings you joy, though. It's like... If anything, I think it's pretty cool. I'm just being really cautious because I'm scared. But perhaps this is the wrong direction to go because there's not much here. When you're at the lower levels, the great and wise hardcore players before me had said that anytime you want anytime you have a dirt at lower levels, make sure you mine it. Because there's always the chance there's diamonds hidden beneath. I reused the oil a couple of times thanks to the filtration. So it's like, it's kind of like, it's got a drain on it. There's tropical fish in there. There's an Enderman down there. And a zombie that is very, very hungry. A very hungry zombie that is like, yo, food. So the reason why I'm digging this instead of just jumping directly into the water is just to try to give myself more flexibility on how I can get out of here. I know in a pinch I have my Hi, sir. Some of these guys are so rude. Like, sir, do you mind? I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. And you're trying to eat me. You're so rude. I've been thinking of getting a proper fryer for a while, so I thought, fuck it. I keep thinking about it, but I never do. Have you actually used, like a fryer before? Lots of bats in this cave. I feel like I could safely swim to the other side. Even though that Enderman keeps staring me down. I see coal down there, but that's about it. But have you used an... Oh, hello! This is scaring me. Should probably light up that area up there if creatures of the night are gonna be popping down from there. Luckily, I've dealt with enough creepers in my time that They aren't particularly scary to me anymore, but as long as they don't actually creep up on me, then we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, and all above, the filtration system did in fact work. The oil looks hella clean. Ah, that's wonderful. I was worried that, like, with frying it like that, it was not going to actually filter properly, but whoop, that's a skeleton. Wonder if I could steal its bow. Does a lot more damage than I thought it would. But I guess I'm so used to having my enchanted armor that I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Is he gonna climb back up? No. I feel like he's in a bit too weird of a spot for me. And I'm kind of good with that. I thought I heard shuffling and I was like, ugh! But the biggest positive in getting this, I imagine, like, the food must taste incredible. You could probably fry so much at the same time. Yeah! Because I can already imagine, like, having a party where you're just doing, like, fried chicken for everybody. Okay, some more iron. Am I crazy? I feel like most of the iron ores we've been running into so far have just been kind of one veins, which is not what I'm used to seeing. Okay, so this goes to outside. Whoa! 4 hits with an iron sword. Alright, this is... Haha! They're all burning to death up there. Easier temperature control as well, so my fried chicken's gonna turn out perfect. This is huge news. Are you... You know you like legally have to like turn around and make a like a huge party to celebrate this, right? Like you gotta invite people over and be like, all right, it's time for fried foods. Whatever you want to bring to the fryer, bring it. Bring your own dinner. We'll fry it in the fryer. You could just like try frying random things and see what happens. Cause like I know some people will like fry sticks of butter, like deep fried butter. It's something that they did in like certain areas, like in certain town fairs and stuff. It's like severely unhealthy, but some people really do like deep fried butter. I don't know why, but like... I hear a baby zombie and I'm not pleased.
century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest saw their better. Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. This is the ultimate
There we go.
ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions.
Whew.
Stars the eye can't see, and only one will survive. I wonder who
Got it.
this is the ultimate showdown. This is the ultimate showdown.
Normally I'd keep those, but I don't feel safe enough to do that. It feels dangerous leaving it. Imagine I could do fried banana with my ice cream now. Exactly! I have no freeze bags. I have a lot of meat I want to put in the freezer. It's okay, you now have a fryer. There's not very many people I know that actually have a fryer. That's kind of awesome. I know it was an impulse buy, but like, that can be such a huge flex if you want it to be. Sir, where'd you come from? Why are there so many of you? I need this bat to stop flying in the way of my sword. Even in iron armor, your attacks do a hardcore heart of damage. Mostly because maintenance is a pain, but to be honest, it really isn't. Not much different from just washing anything else. Yeah, I think the biggest pain would probably have to do with the oil. I figure I'd break that now. Can never be too careful. Yeah, but it's like, I imagine like the biggest pain in the butt's going to be the oil. Cause I can only imagine how much oil it's going to take to actually be able to use it. But at the very least, you could use it a couple of times before having to replace it, so that's nice. Wow. Alright. What do you think is like going to be the best thing to fry with that? Here we go. First creeper. Just figure I light up all these veins so that I'm not having to worry about them. I can mine in peace. There was one time in a world that I had traveled to where I was mining lapis because I needed it for enchantments, and I mined a block of lapis and I fell. And I couldn't stop falling. Because unfortunately, the thing under the lapis was a block of gravel. And when you disturb a block directly attached to gravel or sand, it falls. So it fell and dropped me directly into an ancient city. And I was just sat there like, no! Fried chicken. It's such a pain to do fried chicken normally because it's such a huge hassle with temperature control and such. So this must be a game changer. Sir. Can you, like, not be in my face when you're shooting? There we go. Because, like, I find it a little rude of him, but such is the way. Let me see, does this go anywhere? It could. No, it does not. It's just random water. Sometimes we just need random water, though. Only bummer is I forgot to buy a speaker I wanted. No. But at least, hey, at least you still have the chance. You could still buy one if you wanted to. Streamu DJ! How you doing, DJ? Is everything doing all right with you? Alright, there's the surface again. For a cave, this didn't go down as deep as I was hoping it would. But that's okay. I bet it does go deeper than this, but we were playing it pretty safe. Because the thing is, the deeper the cave goes without actual progression, the more dangerous it could be. Going to work, just popping in to say hi. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Yeah, I don't think that's where I want to go. Do. But yeah, like, I can just imagine, like, if you have, like, a party where the whole thing is, like, stuff that you could put it in a deep fryer, I can imagine, like, all of the random crap that you could throw in there for fun. Oh, there's iron here. Not very much iron, but still iron. Like I mentioned, like, the deep-fried butter. And then, like, people might try deep fry. So, I know that in some areas they serve something called a deep-fried Mars bar, which is like a candy bar. That they deep fry. It does not sound healthy in the slightest. However, if you don't care about that, and it's intriguing to you, there's that. I'm not a deep frying brother. You're not deep frying butter. That's fair. I don't really know why people deep fry butter, but, you know, some people really like it. I don't know why, but they do. Apparently my aunt used to deep fry corn. So, like, corn on the cob, but deep fried. I never really understood that, but... I don't have aqua affinity, so it's gonna be a little awkward. I'm not drowning today. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, I'm trying to provide myself some light in the water. So I can kind of see where I'm going. Ah, shoot, that was glitching. Yeah, I'm not drowning today. My biggest issue, I'm gonna be eating fried food a lot more now. My friend is thinking about getting one as well. Howdy, Kirst, how you doing? Hey, you're starting a trend, but you gotta continue to remind them that you're the original. That Enderman is still standing there. That's awesome. Congrats to him. He's dedicated.
And even when you lost your head, ashamed and so much gone,
I stood beside you then and there until the cup was done.
And even when
I lost myself.
in all of those tall trees, you
You
took
took
me
me
down,
down, you
held
held me up, you patched my bloody knees. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba. Oh my god, I can't wait till next steak night. Oh, fried steak.
and then when we
Have you ever tried
were miles between, I called
chicken fried steak before?
parishioner, show you what we'd seen.
The sun, the earth, the wind, the rain, and holding out for change.
And all the snow I couldn't let go.
Danced atop a train. I'll go,
You got some iron here. Oh, and lapis!
I'll go wherever you go. I'll go wherever you go. I'll go.
As long as I stay crouched, I don't take damage from it.
I'll go wherever you go. I'll go wherever you go. I'll go wherever you
I know I could go through the water, but I don't think it's safe. It's not a smart idea. Madeline lost the earth, made it out by noon. The sun had shine, the end is well, her eyes were to have moons. And even when you lost ourselves, there's something in between. The words we share, they all still there to show us what we'd been. I'll go. I have not. You should try it. It kind of caught me by surprise at first because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. But there was a place that I used to go to that sold chicken fried steak and stuff like that. And then they also had like a happy hour, but specifically for desserts. So if you got there within a certain time, you got severe discounts on the desserts. But only the desserts. Not gonna lie, when it comes to steak, I'm not gonna fry it. It's too expensive. Fair enough. Perhaps one day, though. Perhaps one day. So I'm gonna make myself another iron. Well, hold on. I need sticks. And I also need to get rid of something. Probably this one tropical fish I have. This is gonna be useless to me. Alright. Off we go. What about frying steak? What then? I mean, frying steak is more common than you'd think it is. Like I said, there's some things, there's some places that serve, like, chicken fried steak. I've had, chicken fried pork before. Where really, like, the gimmick is, oh, we are frying this meat the way we usually fry another meat. It still tastes good. It was just surprising. I knew it. First time using an iron pick, though. At least in this world. Not my first time ever using an iron pick. Could you imagine? But apparently that was my first time touching mossy cobble. I need to be careful about how I play this. Okay. The iron is more valuable to me than the mossy cobble. I'm sorry. I know I'm grabbing a lot of coal too. But trust me, we need it. One for torches, but more importantly for extra tools. Dude, I got a Minecraft drop, Minecraft baby chick slippers. That would be great. Oh wait, are you talking? Oh wait. Oh, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, sometimes, if you watch, streamers in certain categories, you can, get special, loot for those games. I think the chick slippers are something exclusive to Bedrock. I want to say that feels like a Bedrock item. But they are still very cool. You could get, like, custom capes and stuff sometimes, too. I had no idea that, there were drops on, but I guess it makes sense because the newest update's coming out soon. I love, like, I know it may be controversial, but I really do love the new baby models. Some people were getting upset because they thought that the new babies, were, like, against the original, they're like, ah, this goes against the original, Minecraft standards and stuff like that, and I'm like, I think the more honest thing is, like, they were doing what they could with what they had at the time. Now they're doing different patch updates. Based off of what they wanted to do the entire time. Like, it's very clear to me that, like, for example, they really, really, really want to change the creeper's texture, but they're not going to do it because it's too popular. But it's the reason why in, like, Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft Legends and stuff, the creeper texture is completely different, because that's the intention of the creeper was to look like the leaves of a tree, and since the texture of the leaves has changed, theoretically the creeper is supposed to look like the leaves, but because its weird texture is so iconic, they can't change it. New Life is Strange tomorrow, chat. Are we does a New Life is Strange? Wait, that would be the third one, right? I still need to play through the first 2 games. But I've heard the most wonderful things about Life is Strange. Now, if only there was a easier way down. Well, if there was a time to hop on, yeah, I guess that would be a good time to hop on. Just in time for me to finish, just in time of me finishing Silksong too. My biggest ops is people who leave me open on Snapchat. Here I take my time and day to open and send back an extremely ugly picture of myself on purpose and they leave me on open. So, on Snapchat, I've had to, like, get, like, comfortable with the idea of leaving people on red. Only a little bit, because otherwise we would just send, back and forth to each other forever. Because I don't like having messages in my phone. Or that are unopened. So, I look at the notification and I'm like, I need to get rid of it. But also, I know that the standard is that I'm supposed to respond. So, I either don't open the message and just ignore Snapchat, or I'll open it and then respond later. I just don't open if I can't respond. Well, no, the thing is, I can usually respond, but the problem is that it will create an infinite loop where we are just sending each other pictures back and forth over and over and over again within the span of 5 minutes, because neither one of us wants to, well, I tried. Not much I could do about that. Oh, but there's apparently iron up here. But yeah, we would just keep messaging each other back and forth forever and ever and ever, and I'm like, okay, I need to stop. Because I have stuff to do today. I don't know where time begins. I'm a clicker trained on Discord notifications. If I see a red dot, I have to click on it? Yeah. Gonna buy the speaker, then it's gonna spend more money. I wanna get a Google Pixel phone. Ooh. Is that a good phone? I don't really know anyone who's used it, but... if it's good... if it's worth it. Yes, I do. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. You use the Google Pixel. I was afraid that the thing that fell was not a fish. For a second, I was like, gonna reflash the ROM? What? Oh, that fucker's got an enchanted bow. That's fucked. Wait, maybe I could get it, though. This is hubris, because I don't know what the enchantment is. It's... whatever it is, it's not power. Arrows! Finally. This song is really funny to me because it's basically complicated but remixed a little bit. It's great. I've had the I had the 6 for 5 years. The irony de-Google, you have to get a Google Pixel phone. Privacy-focused OS. Randomize is tired of being a what to advertisers. That's very fair. Unfortunately, they don't really... Once you get to a certain stage of things, people don't really see you as a person. They see you as a product to advertise to. Like, they see you as a number to advertise to. So they're not... They're like, we want to sell our product. It doesn't matter what this person actually wants. Or their privacy. We are going to listen in on their conversation and then advertise something based off of what we heard, regardless of if they're making fun of it or not. It's just a little weird. That's just the way. God dang it. There we go. Well, finally, we've gotten to Deep Slate. Low-key, I miss when mobile games were dog shit in a Tamagotchi way and not in a wall siphoning way. We gotta hop on Tamagotchis. I know people who have Tamagotchis. There's someone, who, used to work with me who, kept a Tamagotchi on, their lanyard. Which I thought was really cool. So it's like they'd have their badge, and then right next to the badge was the Tamagotchi. So it was like bring your pet to work day, but it was the Tamagotchi all the time. You know what, Bruce, that guy, say? If the product's free, you're the product. Yep. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical when people offer me things for free. I'm like, what you trying to do? What you trying to do here? I know there was like a time that I like was like going around in Kuleg. And when I was in Kuleg, they like walked up to me and were like, "Hey, we have a survey for you to fill out on this," and I was just sat there like, okay. Berries. Why not? They're not the most nutritious, but they are yummy. See, my big fear is that I'm gonna run into Skulk. Wait. Oh my god, there's a trial chamber! Maybe when I'm a little bit stronger. Maybe when I'm a little bit stronger, we'll check out the trial chamber. I'll accept anything with the word free on it. My data's yours. I don't think you'd want that, actually. Just go open source, then you can get something free and they don't grab your data. Cancellation fees should be illegal. I agree. I don't think that they should force cancellation fees on you. Because I've been seeing the shit that Adobe has been pulling for people who don't want to continue using like Photoshop. And like the fee is worth more than the subscription. And they'll charge you for it regardless of like where you're at in the subscription. But they don't have a way for you to just like make it so you don't renew this subscription either. It's just so bad. I hate that it like it sucks right now to try to cancel subscriptions at all. Cause like every subscription is like a new song and dance to be like I don't want the service anymore. And it's like, okay, can you tell us like 7,000 reasons why? And it's like, yeah, I just don't want to use it. And then it's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to pay us like $500 to get out of here. And it's like, what? What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, sorry, that was in the fine print of the contract you signed for the terms of service. $500 gib. And so people tend to just keep tanking the subscription fee because it's cheaper than the $500. You can sign up to everything you want for free, but to leave you must pay a price. It's so dumb. PewDiePie made a de-googling video, and that's how I learned Adobe has a cancellation fee. Paying bail for software is funny. Also, did you hear the news about the Switch? I have not heard any news about the Switch. I will say also, the you can sign up for anything for free thing also applies to credit cards. I don't know why, for whatever reason, it takes more time and effort to get a credit card company to handle hello, friends, friends. 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 New friends. Sometimes friends. Switch 2 is gonna have replaceable battery with new EU right to repair law. Ooh! Only for the new Switch 2 productions. Well, that's good. I am assuming that the right to repair law is that a citizen who owns something should have the right to repair it themselves and not have to just take it to a company and get scammed out the wazoo for it. Of course, perhaps I'm wrong, but... It's so nice. We have 2 new friends. We're gonna keep them in buckets for a while until I have a place that's safe for them. But I still like them, and I think they're very cute. And then we can name them. We still need to name our doggy. A common misconception: the law is the right to rare pair, which prevents someone from discriminating against you based on your strange ships. Notably, the law does not cover crack ships. Huh. I see. But who's to determine that? Who's to determine what is truly a rare pair and what is a crack ship? I'm just going up here so I can, like, light up this area. 'Cause this doesn't seem like it goes... Yeah, it doesn't go very far. The acacia trees are cute, though. No, the right to repair law just gives customer buyer the right to get it repaired so companies can't force you to buy an entirely new product. Big reason for Brexit. Ask not what your country can do for Yuri, but what Yuri can do for your country. That's crazy. But probably the answer is Yuri could probably do a lot for a country. I mean, we're seeing that right now in Hollow Knight, I think. As much as I complain about Lace being trouble, it's kind of like, well, we are getting some doomed Yuri out of it. I can't be too mad. I do think the implication that Brexit happened because of Yuri is kind of funny, though. I'm not sure if I fully understand why Brexit happened. Just seems interesting. It's gonna be funny next stream when you beat the fight in 20 minutes. Yeah, and then I'm like sat there like, well, what do I do with myself? Because there's no extra content. That's a spider. That's good enough. I hear him, but I do not see him. He's out this way. Oh, there you. There you are! No, you're stuck down there. It's kind of silly. Did you know you were stuck? I'm taking your string so I can make another fishing rod. Gotta love Doomed Yuri. I do love Doomed Yuri. I also love when it's not as doomed as we think it is. See, Shira. Where we thought it was doomed, but it was actually Peak. Catrador, while Catrador is not my favorite ship in the show, it is definitely... I think Catrador is my second favorite ship in that show. I think my favorite is Entrapdak, but it's not because it's the... I promise it's not because it's the straight ship. It's more just because Entrapta is my favorite character. And I like that out of all the characters, like, Entrapta is actually treated like a person around Hordak. Because unfortunately, Entrapta was not treated very well for most of the show. And considering Entrapta is, the autistic representation in the show, it's kind of like, oh, that's a little sad. They don't treat her very well. You hear Chainsaw Man ended... oh, I've been hearing whispers of this in the woodworks that Chainsaw Man ended, and people are not happy about how it ended. I don't know why people aren't happy, because I haven't seen that why it's ended. But UK probably wanted full control over their country because of how the EU works. It's that they implement laws over countries, and if you don't comply, you get fined. Like, right now, during the oil crisis, our government can't lower the tax for petrol and diesel more due to EU law. I see. So they were trying to find ways to better govern their country. Unfortunately, the EU may have to do something more similar to how the United States does it, where it's kind of like there's like the general laws and then there's laws that are specific to each state. But I assume that's probably what's going on anyway. Oh yeah, how's the gas prices in the States? Well, I mean, I couldn't tell you. But from what I've been hearing in the woodworks, it's not great. I think they've gotten cheaper, but like not much. I haven't noticed any major differences. But that's me being slightly a hater. There might be more differences than I'm aware of, and I'm just kind of like, la la la. Who care? Yeah, I've been here. EU and America should trade one country for one state. That's terrifying to think of. What trade would happen? Did I paid $108 for 57 liters. I'm crashing out. Is that's surely not USD. That's surely not USD though. Oh, you got chainmail. You're fancy. Too bad you gotta die for it. Hide and seek, grand and glorious. Yep, in USD, that is crazy. I could tell you that I have not paid that much. Diamonds, diamonds. Finally. It's only gonna give me 1 diamond, and I know that, but it's still nice. It's still nice. Have you seen that video that discussed how foreign countries would think about attacking the US and they're trying to figure out a city to bomb without ending up helping the United States? I have not. But also, what a scary thing to think about. I will say the thing about that is that I don't think that... I feel like the US... in general hates each other so much that no matter what happens, I feel like they would probably be like, yeah, let's go, you got rid of the this specific state that I disliked. There will be some guy happy about it no matter what you do. My 1 2 diamond. 3 diamond. Guys, this could be huge. 4 diamond. 4 diamond. That's enough for boots. Kind of crazy to think we're so close to a trial chamber. Because I don't think we're particularly far away from our base either. What a nice spawn. Like, I feel like I don't appreciate my spawns enough. I'll do one more for the road. Ba, 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 ba. I heard about, have I heard about the sulfur cube? I have heard about the sulfur cube. I'm imagining, like, playing like, little mini games with it. Like, I can't remember. Shuffleboard, that's the game. Like, imagining playing, like, curling or shuffleboard with it. Wow, 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 wow. Do, 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 do. Bow, 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 bow. That's what I thought. A little crystal, a geode. Now the reason why I wanted to go in here is so that I can have the materials for a spyglass. Is ready? This one for sure is, I think. Yep. Yep, that's all I wanted. Just enough for a spyglass. I'm still gonna grab more, because I'm a little bit greedy. Just a little bit. Bow, 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 bow. KK Slider cover when I don't think I do a good job being KK Slider. It was so funny because in the fake meeting they were like, okay, how about New York? And it's like, it solved their homelessness crisis. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a little bit crazy. Okay, well, luckily we're not. I haven't seen Skulk yet, which is making me feel good. I'm a little happy about that, and I hope I don't get. I mean, I could look now. Oh my god, there's 2 separate trial chambers. Every time I get deeper into a cave, I get slightly nervous. Perhaps I don't want to go this much further down, because we're now on the Y level for Skulk. But it doesn't seem like when I'm like wandering around with the cursor, it doesn't seem like there's any Skulk around here, which is really nice. But of course, there's always room to be surprised. Skulk upon thee, no! I'd be so sad, because this is hardcore. Almost none of the cities would be enough to be worth attacking, but as well as not helping solve an issue in the States. The guy suggested bombing New York, the guy was like, what, the crime and trash problem? Yeah. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the trash problem in New York Or like the trash, like garbage stuff in New York is run by like the mafia. And they're usually pretty chill, but if you piss them off, they'll leave your trash out there. And then you'll get in trouble with the city. That's at least what I've heard about it, which, if true, is really funny. They're like, ah, fuck you. Don't pick we're not picking up your trash. They shouldn't solve the trash issue in New York. The trash is part of the vibe. What do you mean? Chicago is, yeah. Chicago does have, from what I remember, for a long time, Chicago was considered, the murder capital. Whether that title is, justified or not, I couldn't tell you, but I do know because when I was, considering, I was considering a degree program in, Chicago, and then I, was slightly put off by the idea of going and potentially getting killed. I think where I ended up going was a lot better for me anyway. Fight! Fight to the death! Okay, well now you're just being rude. But we got arrows out of it. It's kind of nice though, we're getting so many things of iron. New York wouldn't be New York without rats. I mean, yeah, that's true. Have you seen the size of some of those things? Some of those things, like, look like the size of cats. If not for the fact that it's kind of scary looking, I'd almost say it's, like, really impressive. The guy's portraying America's enemy called U.S. Genius. In his word, ruin major cities enough to the point attacking them wouldn't make sense. Yeah. I mean, he's got a point. I hate to say it, but he's got a point. You just be kicking them while they're down. Sometimes I see decisions like, I see decisions and I'm like, ah, that's probably... I wonder if that's gonna, if that's what the goal is here. But such is the way. I love how it ends with them leaving and the person in the meeting saying, alright, we'll poison their food supply, and another's like, sir, they're already doing that. Yeah. I feel like that's a better way of making fun of people in the US because, like, unfortunately, like, there was, like, a big period of time, and I think to some degree it still happens, where, like, like an American will be like, haha, Tuesday in it to like a British person, and then like the British people will be like, well, yeah, but at least we have healthcare or something. And it's like, what the? At least this time it's witty. The only suggestion that made sense, but they didn't want it because they're not animals, is bombing Disneyland. I feel like if you bomb Disney World, you've got a whole different can of worms. I'm more scared of Mickey Mouse than most governments, because they have the money to put people in their place, man. It's such a terrifying thing to consider. How many diamonds? 5 diamonds. Not too bad. I don't think there will be any down here. There's usually only really 1 vein per chunk. So every now and then you'll get some right next to each other, but they're not very common in general. There's like a chance for it to spawn in a chunk. But it's usually, if there is going to be one, it's only once. At least from what I know about Minecraft, but I might be totally off. 'Cause I'm not really an expert, I'm just some guy that's just learning. As much as I have a lot of faith in myself, but that faith is mostly because of me having played for so long. But I've mostly played modded, so I'm not as familiar with how the things work in vanilla. Like, I could tell you looking at something, I'm like, ah, yes, that's vanilla. And we have a spider. What? You bitch. You're never truly safe. Not here. Not in the mines. Tuesday in it. Americans don't even know about the secret 8th day between Monday and Wednesday. What are you talking about? I think you're just saying shit. I think you're just saying shit. Bro's not aware of Crimes Day. What? So between Monday and Wednesday, is it before or after Tuesday? Almost shat your pants today. What? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? That doesn't seem like a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get that. They're not approaching, which is nice. Because I didn't aggro them. 6. Here we go. Full sentence. What? No! No, you shouldn't. Random news notifications on my phone and said drone strikes Estonia, and I was like, okay. World War III. It's accidental Ukrainian drone. No one got hurt. Well, that's good, but also, yeah. Anytime I receive... Oh, that's death. That sure is death. That's death. I'm leaving, actually. I It might be death. Yeah, that's death. I have decided for sure that is death. I had to think about it. But that is for sure death. Gonna scream because last thing I need is Russia feeling silly and attacking NATO. Yeah. Yeah. I try not to think about stuff like that. Mostly because it scares the ever-living crap out of me. But such is the way. $7 diamonds. That should be enough for a chest plate, I believe. Is it enough for a chest plate? No. I don't think it is. Leggings for sure, though. But diamond leggings would be such a dumb idea to do before chest plate. I feel like chest plate's the first one to get. Oh, well, I wasn't trying to put it there, but... should be chill. Yeah, we're okay. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. I spent $250 to update my what? To update your flesh tuber model. Congrats? Are you okay? What'd you get done? Because, I mean, 250 euros is probably a scam in some area. Is that euros or is that pounds? That might be pounds. 250 pounds. You're not in the EU anymore. This is how I'm going to tell people I'm on private care now. What? I don't even know if I understand what that means, but I hope it's a good thing. Oh, okay, yes. HRT. Congratulations, I hope that it goes well. I've just never heard of it referred to as private care before, so I was like, huh? So, did they actually start giving you estrogen, or Are you, was it kind of just a consult? Wait, is the ye, like, yes, they actually did? If so, that's huge. What a fast turnaround. No, it's consult and setup. They're verifying my identity, and then I gotta do blood tests. Ah, I see. The blood tests. Speaking of blood, I think that is just make sure that you are very hydrated and that you eat well before the blood test. Because if you don't have much iron in your system, you may faint when you get your blood drawn. Also, if you eat something particularly fatty, this is not really a problem. This is just me just saying out there to the wind. We can tell. We can tell if you had like a big burger before you came in when we do blood work for you. We could tell. The container lock opened and now I got oil on the floor. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are some more downsides to having an oil fryer. But have we considered how funny it'll be? Ooh, hello. Hi. My inventory is full, but what a cool thing. Honestly, I don't need this much redstone. Got it. The glow ink is actually useful though. We could tell. No, I didn't say out of context. I truly did say it. We can tell if you ate fatty food when you get your blood drawn. We know. The reason why is because your blood will look really cloudy. Biscuit Raid Biscuit! Howdy Biscuit, how you doing? Howdy Raiders, in case y'all don't know me, my name's Clovelly. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. I'm a variety streamer and today we are playing hardcore Minecraft. It's my first ever hardcore world and I'm just kind of wandering around the caves looking for diamonds. How's everybody doing? We come with good vibes. Hi guys. Howdy Cat Scratch, how you doing? Biscuit, what were you guys up to? You were wait, I think I remember. You were also playing Minecraft, right? I did say Minecraft was a hardcore game. Yes, it is such a good game. Copper up there. I think I'm just projecting my way out so I could get back to my home. Because I think that what I want to do is I want to fish and see if I could get anything stronger. But yeah, in general, we could tell if you've had like a really fatty meal before you get your blood drawn because it will change how your blood looks to us. We could also tell if you haven't had enough water. So this is my little plea to you. If you're ever going to get blood tests, please drink plenty of water before you go and get your blood drawn. Because we could tell if you're dehydrated too. Howdy Foxes, how you doing? Skinny meal. I mean, it doesn't matter if you eat a burger or something before that. We'll know if you did. Can I drink oil? I don't think you should. Much mining and crafting and building. Oh, what exactly were you doing? Was it on I think the first time that you raided into me a long time ago, You were talking about the modded world or you were in. So, were you playing with mods? I don't think you should be drinking oil, but I'm not gonna stop you. I was thinking about commissioning an artist to get my blood drawn for me. I see how it is. Nah, it's a vanilla server with friends. Ah, wonderful. Oh, how do you guys feel about like the new update with like the baby models? And then also like the Nautilus and stuff is pretty relatively new too. How are we feeling about that? Pick me. I'm having a bite. I may have done that before realizing I can't eat before doing blood work. You're allowed to eat before doing blood work, I think. The thing that you're actually not allowed to do for like eating is like right before surgery. Blood work is fine in general, unless they explicitly tell you not to do it. But like in general, it's fine. There's no problem with that. I'm just saying, just make sure that you're hydrated. Depends on what they're testing for. Yeah, definitely depends. In general, I don't think they care too much. Well, that's all I've got, so we make do with what we got. Makes it cloudy with the chance of meatballs. Yeah, it just makes it a little cloudy. Can I hydrate with hydrogen peroxide? It's just a sequel to water. I wouldn't recommend that. Just just as a, hot take. I don't think you should drink poison. I don't think you should drink poison. There's a wonderful bit that I saw a long time ago where it was kind of like, hey, a guy ordered H2O at the bar. His friend said, I would like a glass of H2O too. He died. Don't listen to Cam. They're only a biologist. Listen to the sentient biscuit. Yeah, let's ignore the fact that I got my degree in biology. Poison is fine in small doses. I mean, it really depends on the poison. Some of it, even a little bit, will kill you. Past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense. Haha. A guy walked into a bar. Ouch. Chem jokes, best jokes. Exactly! I don't know, did you guys hear? There was a long time ago where, and like I found this out in chemistry where they were talking about, how there was a, previous, like, case where they were kind of like going around and being like, they had like a petition in hand where they're kind of like, okay, we want to make it so that, there's this dangerous chemical. And this dangerous chemical, it corrodes things. We are in contact with it constantly. Too much of it will kill you. We need to ban dihydrogen monoxide. And it kind of shows you that a lot of people's knowledge in science is very limited because a lot of people overwhelmingly signed the petition to ban dihydrogen monoxide, which is water. I would give you a chemistry joke, but I'm worried it won't get it. Ha ha. I hope one day, if there is like, if there's like a scientist VTuber out there that they, get, like when they get set up for like Christmas or something, they set up a chemistry. I think that would be really cute. I would give a diet joke, but I'm worried I won't see. What the hell? Oh, there's a lot of mushrooms in here. I'll give you a biscuit joke, but it's pretty crummy. Haha. Yes, this is beautiful. More puns for me, please. I do love puns. There was a long time ago, like when I was in high school, we were allowed to form clubs. So I was trying to get me and a friend to form a club dedicated to puns because we found out that there are actually punning competitions. And we were like, that would be really funny to try one day, is just going back and forth on puns. So like, instead of a rap battle, it's a pun battle. And they actually have true competitions for it. So I was like, that'd be really funny to do. It never went anywhere, and instead I joined the Uno Club. But I do really like puns. Which helps a lot for writing lyrics in a weird way. Because kind of like the ability to be witty about your wordplay works really well for songwriting. Did Uno Club only have one person? No, but that is really funny. I will give you that. That is funny. Da 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 da. We already have so much coal, it's kind of awesome. And then we have our coal blocks. So we could store even more coal, just in case we didn't have enough. Boy, I need to get ready for an interview. Thanks for the little company, yeah, and thank you, Biscuit, for putting up with my shit. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful, interview. I was partially forced into an anime club where the leader gave, people anime quizzes and got mad when people didn't know the answers because they were obscure animes only she watched. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy to think about. Imagine, it's like, you don't know my Blorbos! How dare you! What are you, uncultured? And it's like, what? I think it's this way. No? Am I crazy? How does this go? I'm... Ah, no stick. I thought stick, but no stick. We're winning. We have our spyglass. Yeah, that was part of why I didn't want to join an anime club, because I had a feeling that if I joined the anime club, the animes that they had watched, considering, like, the people around me, the animes they had watched would likely not be the ones that I have watched. And then I wouldn't have much to talk with them about. So I didn't end up joining any of the anime clubs because I was just so nervous about that. I was like, man, I'm gonna out myself as a nerd, and they don't know the animes I watch. That's crazy. I'm joining into a literature club. It was all girls. They were desperate for members. Lots of stuff happened. Don't remember it. Is that just... Are you just saying the plot for Doki Doki Literature Club? Sure, it was really wholesome and great and fun. That's just the plot of Doki Doki Literature Club, what you've just done. Oh my god. Ace, thank you for the whole year. Like, sub, that's crazy. How you doing, Ace? Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I've been, unsurprising probably, but I have been very excited about music lately. It makes sense, like, but it probably sounds so nothing burger when I say it out loud like that, though, because it's like, well, yeah, of course the person who sings all the time is very excited about music, but I've been working on some really cool music projects that I am extremely excited to show you one day. I don't know when I'll be able to show you, but keep in mind, I do really, really want to show you what I've been working on. It had been a full year, but I'm good. How goes hardcore mining? It's been pretty fun. I found 7 diamonds. I'm gonna keep them here, because I don't think we're ready to use them yet, but I like them, and they're kind of awesome. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Holy crap. Have you been excited for Electro Swing? Yes, I love Electro Swing music. I don't know how well my voice is gonna fit Electro Swing, but I love Electro Swing. It's one of my favorite genres. I can say there is a song I'm working on right now that is Electro Swing. I wait for the day. There's a song I am working on right now that is Electro Swing that I am very excited about, and I cannot believe who I got to sing with me for it. It's probably not surprising for y'all, but it was surprising for me. You know what I mean? Or it's like, y'all will probably be there like, well, I mean, that makes sense that this person agreed to sing with you, and I'm like, you don't understand, I've been asking for a while, and we just hadn't landed on anything until finally we figured it out. I wait for, is it Pio? No. Although I have been thinking about asking Pio if he'd be interested in singing, specifically because, I feel like Crazy Frog would be really funny with Pio. Got to 100 followers on Twitch yesterday, congratulations! Are you gonna do anything special to celebrate? I mean, you've broken free from the curse of being a pelican, I think. But have you considered how funny it could be if you, like, play into it a little? It's not easy being green and brown. I mean... Wait. Wait. Biscuit, that's genius. Biscuit, that's genius. Hold on, I have a sticky note in front of me. I'm writing that one down. I think that's really funny. I should absolutely do a cover of that at some point. I know that's the Kermit the Frog song, but I'm writing it down. That's genius. I should absolutely do a cover of that at some point. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm very big, smart brain IQ. You have a lot of really good ideas, Biscuit. I'm very excited to see where they take you, because you have a lot of really good ideas, and you're a very creative person. So it's very fun to see all the stuff you cook up. Biscuit, yeah, very annoyingly creative. I mean, I don't find it annoying. I think it's incredible to find someone so creative in the space. Or Repo, my computer throws a fit with Peak sometimes. You could also consider Yap Yap. Yap Yap is a lot of fun. But we do still gotta figure out a day for that. I mean, yeah, Yap Yap would be fun. Yap Yap is so fun. I think truly the most fun I've played, like I've had it in any of the Friend Swap games, was in Yap Yap. Because like, you're just breaking stuff for fun. You're breaking stuff and, oh, we got an Nautilus shell, wonderful. You're breaking stuff and, oh my god, the Flavorfully song. Riding on until the dawn beneath the lanterns will meet. Very good at breaking things, Ace knows this. Yeah, see, I think you'd be really good at Yap Yap. And also, they have all these fun spells, and they combine pretty nice. We had, like, such a fun combo where we turned a monster into a fish and then flung it off the side of the building. And then when it transformed back from being a fish, it just fell into the void. It was kind of awesome. If you decide to play Yap Yap, I will buy it for you, Biscuit. It is so good. I highly recommend Yap Yap. For art with my Foxy character, ooh. Decided a while ago. Yeah. You absolutely should try Yap Yap if you haven't. I've been thinking about adding more Flavorfully songs to the playlist. The most wondrous thing is that I can probably start adding Silk Song songs to the playlist now since the game's pretty much over. I don't know if y'all knew, if you guys realize this, but every time I finish a game, I add songs from their OST to the playlist. Which means that my playlist will have songs that you will probably not hear twice ever. Unless I restart my playlist. But, or at least like within the same stream. But I like doing that because it's a way that we can continue to carry on the lessons we've learned and the stuff that we had experienced in the worlds before. Cause the commotion shake the ground, rebound, and you make a total scene. It's such a good song. But yeah, I mean, Ace, you could, since you're a wizard, you should definitely consider playing Yap Yap. I think that it would be good if you were to do a collaboration for a celebration, but if you want something more chat-oriented, you could always do, at some point, like a Lessons in Wizardry. We learned that the most Biscuit thing is, Biscuit. Sky Arrow Bridge is a magnificent bridge. Sky Arrow Bridge. Da, 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 da. When I was a kid, I would just sing to myself over and over again during this, talking about how beautiful Sky Arrow Bridge was, because it was one of my favorite areas. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Sky Arrow Bridge is a magnificent bridge. Sky Arrow Bridge, it's a beautiful bridge. Da, 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 da. Oh, Sky Arrow Bridge. Guilty as Sock stream? That would be fun. I'd love Guilty as Sock. I think I would, actually. I've been thinking about playing it. Because, you know, I do really like improv games. Sounds like a very fun idea, and I also want to play Yap Yap, so that is also on the list. You could always, like, if you ever wanted, like, a collab stream where, that is a little bit, like, stranger. But, like, it's kind of like a one-on-one. It's like a big collab, but you're one-on-one with basically everyone. Kind of like in the way that, Bae and, I think her name, her name is escaping me. I think her name's Subaru, but I'm not fully sure. But they had a stream where they were interviewing people one-on-one for their crimes. You could do something like that, but about potion making, and then you just turn them into things at the end of their segment. We sadly only played it once because we didn't have enough people available. That's fair. If you wanted to play with us, we have a group of people to play with. Are we talking about Yap Yap, or are we talking about Guilty as Sock? Either way, I'd be down. Invite Wizard, Curse, Wraith, and randomize, etc. So many cool people in the world. Sock, I see. We could give it a go. I don't know how, Oh! Sketch and Scruff, thank you so much for the raid. Howdy Raiders, in case y'all don't know me, my name's Cloverleaf. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. I am a variety streamer, and today I'm playing hardcore Minecraft. How are y'all doing? What were you guys up to? Oh, those are boots. Sketch and Scruff, so thank you so much for the follow. Wait, wait, your name's Sketch and Scruff. Perhaps were you drawing? Scruff is part of an aforementioned group. Oh my gosh. Wonderful. Wait, so you like Guilty as Sock as well? I think the idea of it's really fun because I do really like improv games. Which is why like Talking Points in Jackbox is one of my favorite Jackbox games. So I really did like it a lot. Yeah, currently I'm fishing because I'm trying to see if I could get a better fishing rod. And also get some food for me so I could survive off of more than just berries. But such is the way. But yeah. I do really need to keep an eye out for more collaborative games because like most of the games that I know have been like the very popular like friend slot games like Repo and Peak and them. I haven't played Peak before, but those types of games. I am Eepy. Howdy, Laron. How you doing? Who fishes for fish in Minecraft? Dude, there was, funnily enough, there was a video that I was watching a long time ago where they were like talking about like different, they're like, I hate that they're about to nerf villager trades. Because, like, the only ways you could get enchantments in Minecraft is through enchantment table rolls in villager trades. Because who the hell fishes for enchantments in Minecraft? And I was watching that, and I'm sat there like, me, actually. It's me. I fish for enchantments in Minecraft. I like to fish for them. It's so funny. Can I eat more? It's 11 a.m. for me. I just woke up and I want to eat more. You can eat as much as you would like. I will not get mad at you for eepy. Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah, like me sweating profusely, being like, yeah, that'd be really crazy if someone fished for enchantments in Minecraft. That would be really crazy. Who could imagine? That would just be really strange and crazy. I can't imagine ever wanting to fish for enchantments in Minecraft. Wow. So, I mean, it was really funny when I saw that happen. Oh! Biscuit, you're here. I can ask you. I'm gonna pull up my journey map. Oh, follow it. Does this look vaguely like Australia? Does this, like, kind of vaguely look like Australia to you? Vaguely. Like, it's kind of vaguely. Like, if you ignore this bit here, it's vaguely shaped like Australia, which is really funny. Finally, I can play Minecraft. Minecraft is so good. Do you prefer playing vanilla? Like, this can go to anybody, but do you guys play vanilla more, or do you guys prefer playing modded? Bottom half of Australia. Cut off the light green. Yeah, if we cut off the light green at the top, then it's kind of Australia. I just thought it was really funny because it's like I spawned in, and this is where I spawned. Like I spawned in towards the light green area, and now I've moved towards the bottom right area of what I'm going to just be calling New Australia, I guess, because I can't think of anything else. But if I had a nickel for the number of times Australia has accidentally appeared in my game, I'd have 2 nickels, which is weird that it's happened twice. I prefer modded, but I am doing vanilla at the moment. Very fair. Ace and Scruff are in the server I was streaming. Ooh! Bisktopia. Ooh. Wait, you want me to call my land Bisktopia as opposed to New Australia? Honestly, not to info dump, I grew up playing vanilla on consoles until 2023, and I finally got a PC to play modded, so I don't know. I mean, I think that there's charm to both of it, because there's some mods that don't really exist in the later versions of Minecraft. But some of the newer things that they're adding to Minecraft, like now we have the Nautilus, so we can have pretty much creative mode like build in underwater with the Nautilus, which is kind of awesome because you can ride on the Nautilus once you tame it. And then like the baby animals and like the new models for like the cows and the pigs and the chickens and stuff. It's kind of awesome. I remember that clip with you finding it in Portal 2. Yeah, exactly. So it's like in Portal 2, we made a splat that looks like Australia, and now we're here on an island in hardcore that kind of looks like Australia too. Building a massive tree in my solo world, and when I'm done, I'll post some screenshots because it's turning out really good to my surprise. Oh, wonderful. I would love to see it. Are you basing it off of a specific tree, or are you just kind of going silly mode? They need to add another basic enemy in the game. I mean, I feel like, I'm trying to think, have they done that recently? I feel like every now and then they do add a new basic enemy to the game, but I don't know. I don't know if the Nautilus are friendly all the time, or if they actually attack you. The Happy Guest came super handy with my latest build. I love the Happy Guest, they're so cute. I love that we could give them like little goggles and like a little hat. It does kind of imply to me that the Ghast are crying all the time because they got dust in their eyes, which is kind of sad. Surely a lizard. A lizard, like a giant reptile would be fun. Oh, you know, they should add a crocodile. Because we got the swamps. They should add alligators or crocodiles. That would be a good enemy to have. No freehanding it and using my basic knowledge for how trees look. I mean, fair enough. I know there was a server I was on that I helped to build a, I think we called it the Pride Tree, where we used a bunch of different leaves. Since it was modded Minecraft, there were a bunch of leaves of different colors. We made a rainbow tree in Minecraft in the center of the community garden. And it was really pretty. So, sometimes just freehanding it is, like, really good. I think Zombie Nautilus and Husk Camel are enemies. Oh, I forgot about the Husk Camel. I don't know, haven't seen them. Wish Happy Guests would be quiet sometimes, though. I have a resource pack to make them quiet. Poor forgotten, Mo Creature's crocodile. I feel like a crocodile would be really fun to have in the swamp. Like, it would just be so silly. And it kind of fits with the idea of, like, some of, like, the more realistic mobs that they're adding to the game. Mojang has said they won't add real animals as enemies to avoid making kids want to hurt them in real life. Fair enough. How many hours do you have in the server, Biscuit? Yeah. Knowing Biscuit's probably a lot. Probably a lot of hours in the server. Polar bear, wolf, cat, cow, sheep, chicken, pig. No, it's about making enemies. Yeah, 60 hours, yeah, I figured it was gonna be a lot. Yeah, the polar bear and the wolves do still attack you, though. Not all the time, but they still do. Maybe they can... Maybe they can have some other creature, but whatever it is, I don't want it to be a flying creature. Perhaps, here's my thought. I think they should have another mob, like a common mob, and not particularly a hard one, but a common mob that appears during the daytime. Because we have a lot of stuff that can attack you at night, but we don't have a lot of stuff that can get you during the day. Because right now, like, the strategy is literally, alright, well, just have a bed on me and sleep through the night. We should have it so that we have more stuff that can get you during the day. Look at the little Nautilus floating by. Hello! You're so cute! I hate the phantoms. I do hate the phantoms. Bro skeletons. The fact they made literally, they added a feature to turn them off, but daytime is happy fun times. Well, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't have to be like a particularly, doesn't have to be a particularly hard mob, but I'm just thinking of more stuff that won't die to the sun. You know what I mean? Ba 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 ba. Slime. Ah, yeah. But slime spawn in the darkness. I guess, yeah, I guess they don't burn, though. It's just kind of hard to find slimes. And once you can make them kind of tiny. Once you make them kind of tiny, they're just little guys. Minecraft should add a ghost. I think they, I mean, I think they tried it with the Phantom and with the, well, they also have, like, the Vexes. Like, the evil allays. Because, like, the Vexes can phase through walls. Granted, they get spawned only by evokers, but they do kind of have it. They already have skeleton zombie slime. I'm trying to think of other kind of creatures. All I'm glad is that the bats don't attack us, because that would make me so sad. Or werewolf. Werewolf! Werewolf would be fun. Although a little bit scary to think about a werewolf mob, because, like, imagine you try... What happens if you accidentally tame a werewolf? Vampire community would be too feral. Yeah, they probably would be a little bit feral over it. Be cool if you got different mobs spawning after you beat the Wither, then again after you beat the Ender Dragon. Yeah, like, something that I like a lot about Silksong and Hollow Knight in general is, like, the fact that progressing the game does have consequences on the world around it. Choosing to take certain actions and choosing to avoid certain actions makes it so certain characters will actually die to no fault of your own, really. It's just more of, you have reached this level of progression in the game and now this character has fallen to the thing that is haunting the place. Garment. But also, like, the fact that, like, the scenery itself shifts, too. In the original Hollow Knight, it was the infected crossroads, but now with Act 3 of Silksong, it's, like, all the threads going everywhere. It'd be cool to see how the world changes, in a server after certain events are completed. Werewolf, you can usually find them in Foursome Plains. Ha ha ha. Where bears? Where? Bears? Men that are bears? Unfortunately, I think that conflicts with the sandbox nature. Yeah. But perhaps it's like a mod idea. Like if they were to do like more, like if they had like a an option for like a more story-based progression of the game, it could be cool to explore. We need more dimensions. We need an end update. Before we add more dimensions, I think we should get the end update. Because it's kind of barren right now. Like, I'd like to see more, like, common end mobs. Because right now, I think the only mobs in the end are literally the Enderman. And the Shulker box. We do have the Shulkers, too. But I'd like to see more common end mobs. Another fortress overhaul. That's true, too. And for nothing else other than, like, design stuff. But I think the end dimension is the thing that needs the biggest update, because right now the only reason to really go to the end is to go get your elytra and your shulker boxes, and then just that's it. You know what I mean? Better end mod's great. It adds adorable little pink moths. Ooh. I know in a version of Oh the Biomes You Go, they added like this really pretty blue grass like blocks, and like all of these like these cool trees that when you touched them you'd start floating, which I thought were really cool, and it had like a new kind of glass texture to it too. The food update, yeah, we do need more food. Oh the Biomes also, unfortunately, when they did that, were like, we're gonna add more phantoms. The secondary problem with Oh the Biomes was that when it added these updates, being like, all right, well, we got more grass and stuff. They didn't make it so that the Enderman, because like Endermen don't really pick up stone. There's only certain blocks that Enderman can pick up, but they didn't disable Enderman from picking it up, so it would mean that the Enderman would be decimating the biome. And just ripping up the grass from the biome. I need to ride the End Dragon. We need to be able to hatch the egg. It is so sad that we can't hatch the egg. It's also sad that I don't think you can get multiple dragon eggs, can you? I think it's once per game, right? I had an Enderman ruin my redstone contraption once because it placed a block on top of a piece that needed to have nothing on it. I think there are dupe glitches, huh? Yeah, but that's not a, that's a glitch, not a feature. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-ba. I wonder if I should try looking for more diamonds. I guess before I do that, I should probably get more wood. Well, you thought this tree was safe? Nothing's safe. And then we have a little puppy who cares so deeply about us. It's our little guy. Our littlest guy. And then probably he's gonna drop a sapling here in a second. And if it doesn't, I mean, we've got extra saplings. Yep, it did. Care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow. It's only water and air as far as I can see. Da, 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 da. I'm sure I could find more stick. Okay, I'm gonna put my disc there. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. It was like my brain was just not computing what I needed to say. My ancestral passage here was written down each year by year. So we have fish in our little bundle. We probably need to think about making a new shield soon. Bulkfish. My friend and I call Enderman and wait. The what we? When you get a cookie and an anvil, you name a biscuit and frame it and name a chicken Ace. I can do that. I could do that. I got you though. I got you. I got you for your bulkfish. There you go. Luckily in hardcore, it doesn't matter if I pause the game because it'll actually pause. Unlike servers. Like where if you're in the server, it's kind of like, well, sucks to suck. Ooh, underwater cave. Oh, I did not get a bow out of you. I just got jump scared. Sad. But yeah, I could absolutely name a cookie after you if you'd like. If I ever, like, make a chicken farm on here and I get to name all those birds and I'm like, cause like, before I had named all those, birds after different kinds of birds. So like we had turkey and bald eagle and all that. We could have one called Ace and then we could have one called Pelican. Or we could just have Ace be the pelican. This game is scary as that one scary game, which one? And another called The. Yeah, those are really scary games. You should tell me about how scary they are. You know, I think I'm not so familiar, and I need to know so that I know to not be scared. It's kind of pretty. You know that one game? It scared the crumbs out of me. Yeah? Why? Why did it scare you? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. You bitch! There we go. Crumbs everywhere. The room will never recover. It was non-biscuit eating biscuits. The concept of that's scary. Cuts like cat. Hey, congratulations! As a reminder to anyone who's curious, if you ever are interested in submitting your own custom fish, you can do so with the redemption. It could be basically whatever you want, so long as it's not going to get me in trouble. So it could be a character from a video game. It could be your own art. If it's your own art, you should tell me what you want to name the fish. It could be your VTuber model. I don't mind. I'm happy showing whatever. Biscuit has created some of the most interesting fish that I've ever seen. So I think there's no word for it other than interesting. Many fish. There's not quite anything like it. They're great and normal, yeah. The limb biscuit, that's just a bunch of limbs. Very normal. Fish. So many fish. I love fish. I feel like it makes sense for me to have a fishing game for you guys, because I mean, I fish all the time. You guys watched me fish for like a solid like 5-10 minutes before I was like, I want to go do something else. How are you not burning? Hello, sir? Are we seeing this? Do you... He has a hat? Wouldn't that still burn him? Helmet stopped burning. What a fascinating specimen. Sorry, but you still must die. We learned something new. Hat equals no ouchie fire. He has his construction. Yeah, he's got his hard hat on. My pumpkins. One day I shall find watermelon for my crops. You know, we haven't traveled south yet. Perhaps now's the time. The latest update now allows you to sleep in the nether. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're just saying that. I think you're saying that. You think I'm Boo Boo the Fool. You think I'm Boo Boo the Fool. You think I'm gonna go in and be a little silly guy who's like, oh yay, I can finally sleep in the nether, and then get blown up. I know better. I know better. Why? When have I ever lied? I don't listen. I know you, Biscuit. It's not necessarily that you are a liar. It's more that you enjoy the idea of chaos. You would love to see my suffering. You would love to watch me blow up and have a good giggle about it, but I know better. My singing monsters hater? Biscuit should never be trusted. I know better. You must also remember that, that I am a longtime Philza Minecraft fan. If there was an update that big that changed things so severely, Philza would have been talking about it. I would have been hearing about this. Get back to mining and crafting. Yeah. Yeah, you can't even triple down on that one, Biscuit. I truly think I hallucinated a giant mushroom, but instead what I think I found is something completely different. But whatever it is, I'm smelling is definitely skulk. It stinks. It stinks of skulk here. But that means that the cave will be wondrous. Woo! Sunken ship. This is good news for the me community. Yeah, Biscuit tried to pull the wool over my eyes on that one. Could you imagine? I'm like, oh, okay, let me try it. Nah, I've done too much netherite mining to know that doesn't work. Oh, come on. Woo! There we go. So we got our map. Well, I'll just grab the paper anyway. Curse of Vanishing, awesome. I'm glad it wasn't Curse of Binding. There was one time that I, grabbed a Curse of Binding hat, like, helmet, because I wanted to prank somebody, with it. And then I ended up accidentally putting it on my own head. Instant karma. Granted, it was funny, but also at the same time, I was like, dang. I'm just seeing if there are any more chests. Oh, it'd be down there. Whew! Got it. Now where are you? In this direction. Bulk fish, more fish. Yeah, well, you can name your boats. I mean, I guess I can. There's nothing stopping me from naming my boats. Whap. Boop. More fish for you. Found that the piglins can wear player heads. Yeah, I'm pretty sure pretty much any mob can. But it is kind of crazy because, well, yeah, because, I guess when we think about it, the, piglins still wear helmets and stuff, so it makes sense that they could wear that. But I imagine it would probably be really, really messed up if you got someone's player head and you just decided to torment them. You torment them for fun. I shared a wonderful pic in the server, 2 pics. Ooh. Let me see. Let me see what you've sent me. In the server, if you, by the way, if you want to join the Discord server, feel free. Oh, that's terrifying. That's a terrifying, it's a terrifying player head. You could join it at the link. Messed up, yeah, imagine doing that. Yeah, you put like player heads on, well, I meant like an actual player, like in the game, and then you just hide a whole bunch of versions of that, of those piglins name tagged, with that player's ID, and then just have a whole bunch of them, camped out in somebody's base. And then when they open the door, then it looks like they're being attacked by somebody. That's my face? No. I mean, more looking at the piglin like that. Cause like, ooh, good day for fishing. I don't know if y'all know, I say this almost every time, but when we fish in Minecraft, if it's raining, then it decreases the amount of time it takes for you to ooh, another sunken ship. It decreases the amount of time that you need between oh, it's a thunderstorm too. That's not good. I'll just stay here. My character blends with many other skins. The biscuit piglin. The bisklin. My character is also definitely not stolen and altered from the Bedrock marketplace. I didn't recreate it pixel by pixel at all. To say so is defamation. Hey man, I wasn't accusing you of anything. I was just chilling. It sounds to me you're self-reporting here. Guess it's only the one. Luckily, I carry a sleeping bag on me. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't know, I got vibes. I mean, again, it feels to me like you're just self-reporting. Because again, I wasn't accusing you of anything. You were just saying. Oh, it's under the water? I hope not. Well, if it's under the water, let me make a shovel. Save my ass a little bit. I thought I had more sticks than I did. Alright. Into the water we go. Let me see if I can line up pretty perfectly. It should be right here. Alright. Somewhere in this general area, there will be a chest. Somewhere. I broke my arm by tripping over a sprinkler. Yeah. You doing okay? I assume you meant that in the past, but like... How was your pride after that? I found it! That's regardless of the fact. Oh, hey, we're all gonna break sometime. between the firing. We're all gonna break sometime. There it is. Alright, a heart of the sea, always good to have. The fucking not thinking fast enough. There we go. We're good. We got another diamond out of that, though. Missed out on a class party we were having that day. That was the worst part. And the nurse took my juice before I was done with it. Why? That's just mean. Why would they do that? Like, you're just sitting there just, like, enjoying your juice, and then they're like, nah, no juice for you. You broke your arm. That was done. Did you not tell her? It's like, but my juice. It's my juice. Why you take my juice? I know the less that I care. I know the less that I can bear. I've been raised by people pleaser. Fair enough. I understand that. I've had to stop being so people pleasery because it was hurting me. There was like a time in my life that I truly believed that if I consistently was doing things for people all the time, that they would like me. So I would work myself to the bone for those people and do a lot of free art and stuff for them because I was thinking, well, if I do this, they'll like me. And then, it turned out it didn't matter. They didn't like me anyway. So I just kind of was like, okay. After like a couple rounds of that, I was kind of like, I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. Because, like, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Bow, 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 bow. If you notice all my questions request end it, end in lol or don't worry if you can't. Conflict's scary. It is scary. But sometimes it's necessary. Because, unfortunately, like... there are some people that... some people are not going to understand if there's a problem unless, like, you kind of are a lot more direct about it. And then that just leads to more problems down the line. There were, like, times where, like, I would just kind of go along with what was going on because, like, I didn't want to cause problems, but then that ended up leading to more problems down the line because I just got more and more upset with them because I just wasn't communicating. Now that I've kind of gotten a bit older, I kind of understand that now. And I still recognize that I have a hard time communicating when I'm upset with things. But I'm trying to get better at it. So it's conflict and aggression cutely. Or is that like Pomni in the Amazing Digital Circus episode? It's like, we think your ideas suck, and it's like, whoa. And then she's like grinning like really nervously because she's doing it just as a just to divert his attention. But then like everyone got put in the torture nexus. It's kind of awesome. Hold on, let me see. I had 3 of my friends help me draft a ban reason for someone the first time I had to ban someone properly. Oh god, man, the first time I had to ban someone properly, it's interesting because like I was talking to my mods at the time, and I was telling them that we should hold off on the ban a little bit until we see what this person's actually upset about. It turned out that the person who was mad had been upset because I didn't greet them friendly enough. I was in the middle of a frustrating portion of the game. So, they thought that, me not being super cheerful when I was greeting them was a personal attack. And they saw that my refusal to speak to them one-on-one was, me being entitled and being an asshole. They also took offense to me quoting, the Sonic fandub stuff that, Snapcube did. Cause like me and who was it? Who was in there? I want to say it was Jasper, but I'm not fully certain who it was. Whoever it was, though, started the well, I'm not a gamer, so maybe they'll respect me. And then I finished the line, and that person got really upset about it because they didn't know it was a reference, and they thought that I was making fun of cuckolding, and I was like, what? Still haven't watched it despite modding a merch creator of theirs. Yeah, I mean, it's very good though. Amazing Digital Circus. I highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. I really enjoy the direction of the writing that Gooseworks is going, because she had the opportunity to do a lot of very cliche things with it, and I like that she's actually turning it on its head and is making the characters feel very real. Cherry blossoms. Howdy, Kreth, how you doing? My morning meeting ended in time for me to tune in for however much longer the stream is going. Probably won't be too much longer, but I'm glad that you were able to stop by. How did your meeting go? I hope it went well. This is where I will spend the night. Stupid drama with her, because people were mad she isn't giving their favorite characters more attention. Yeah. But that's just kind of how it is being an online creator at this point. What the fuck? Sir, I was sleeping on a bed. You came in. What the hell? We need to pull out the twit longer for that one. Yeah, creepy. I go to village. I stay the night. Creepy guy appears. What the hell? Speaking of cuckolding earlier, what? Yeah, it is a little bit sad though, because it's kind of like the nature of the beast nowadays, where it's like people get upset when the story doesn't go perfectly their way. Now, as much as I would also like more filler episodes, I understand that it's not Gooseworks' vision. She has a story that she wants to tell, and I think that we as fans of the show should keep that in mind. Because, I mean, she has a story she wants to tell. We don't know what exactly she has planned. I did think it was kind of crazy that people got so mad about Jax and Pomni being the main characters of the show. So this is probably the smallest cherry blossom. ever. But it's cute. Maybe I'll take a sapling. We'll take some saplings home with us. And some flowers. I don't need the bones. We're gonna take these back home with us. Our journey. Just like every other Wednesday morning meeting, we spent several hours talking yet saying very little. Yeah, such is the way. I feel like that is how a lot of meetings tend to go. Where it's kind of like you just go in there and then like people yap about things that could have been an email for a while, and then such is the way. But it's but I mean, some people want the meetings so that they feel important. The oak tree will let you. Maybe one day I'll be famous enough for people to start drama over me making Tepig into a pear instead of an apple. I mean, one, it'd be cool if you did get that famous. Two, do you really want that drama? I also think you could do it. I think that you have an incredibly nice character design. Obviously, I'll save like everything that I want to say for the character design review stream that I'm doing on Friday. But Biscuit, I think that your character design is one of the most solid I've seen. It's like highly recognizable. And it definitely helps, like, cause you have like the cartoony art style for it too. No, but it means I somewhat made it right. Fortunately, algorithms do not like when people don't post daily. Yeah, such is the way. But if you have a hard time posting daily, you could always schedule your posts. I sometimes do that. Plan to tweak it a little one day. Yeah, but I think you don't need to do too much to it. You could probably like tweak it slightly. Where leads my sky? Traveling star. Look how pretty! There's almost certainly Skulk under this mountain, but it's so pretty. It's only 1,000 blocks away from where we are too. I don't think Blue Sky has that feature. I used to do it on Tumblr, schedule reblogs, do it all in one go, eat the tree. I'm not eating the trees. I don't think they taste good. They're very pretty though. Oh, and bees. I love the bees. That song was like a jump scare. It's like all happy and hopeful into Sunset Heights, which I think is a level from Sonic 06. Or whatever it is, it's really, really prominent. I am the Lorax I eat with my knees. I don't think that's what he says. Oh my gosh. Wait, have you guys seen that meme? I'm thinking of this meme. Like, there was like a trend a long time ago where people were like going around and being like, what if this was written by Vibsy Pop? And then they just threw a bunch of swears into the thing. I think the most infamous one is for the Amazing Digital Circus. What do you mean? So, oh wait, like, yeah, I don't think the Lorax says that. But like, people were going around to, like, certain clips of shows and stuff and being like, hey, what if, this show was written by Vivzy Pop, and then they'll just dub over the scene and just throw in a bunch of swears. I think the most infamous one is the Amazing Digital Circus one, because, that meme made her so mad. She blocked a bunch of people over it. So anyone who was sharing the meme being like, haha, that's so funny, she blocked so many people for it. But like the and like that's not anything against Has-Been, it's more of just like I thought it was funny. Also, Has-Been kind of actually markets itself based off of the number of swears it has in it, which is kind of crazy. I'm not a fan of her. Very fair. Still, it was a little bit jarring to watch, Kane, like in the original, he's like, my name's Kane, I am the ringleader, and this is my friend Bubble, and like stuff, right? And then like, in the redubbed version, like, oh, what if this was Vivzy Pop? It's like, my name's Kane, I'm your bitch. Which is so crazy. I love Bubble. I also love Bubble. I'm very curious. I was saying this when I was watching Amazing Digital Circus here. I wonder if, like, Bubble has been, like, the clue in front of our eyes this entire time. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like... We straight up have been looking at, because, like, we have a character named Kane, right? Where's Abel? And now we know that Kane killed Abel, but not really, it just more consumed it. But you know what rhymes with Abel? Bubble. Right in front of us, the entire time. So and Bubble tormenting Kane before, like, I thought it was intrusive thoughts at first, but it's kind of crazy to think about. Because it's kind of like, well, what's this gonna end up looking like? Are we going to see Bubble, in full control? Is Bubble going to be chill with us? Like, what's gonna happen here? I don't really need a bomb right this instant. Do 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 do. At least we got some food. It was the Abel sisters. Tom Nook was behind all of it. Oh god, could you imagine? It would be kind of crazy. But considering all the random collabs I've been seeing with those kinds of properties, it wouldn't surprise me. Amazing Digital Circus is also, I think, the #1 indie animation right now, too. So, if there were a lot of collabs, I wouldn't be shocked. But with that being said, it has been about 3... Is Tom Nook queer, yay or nay? I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah. But that being said, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you all had a lovely time, and thank you guys so much for the raids, Scruffa and Biscuit. If you'd like to join the Discord, feel free to join at the link. And remember, on Friday, I'm gonna be going over a bunch of people's very cool VTuber designs. So, if you want to show me your design, please send. You can either send it on Twitter or you can send it in my Discord. I will look at both. I will look at both. So please let me know. And let me see who's live right now. Who can I send you off to? There's probably someone I can send you to. I know who to send you to. I'm sending you over to Sunflower, who's playing Genshin right now. So say hello to Sunflower for me. Ask her tons of science questions because she is a biochemist. She's very cool. So say hello for me. Send what? I will tune in again when I can, which is unfortunately less frequent than I would prefer. Hey, no worries, Kreth. I'm just happy to see you around at all. It's very nice. I need to write my lore. Please do. I would love to see your lore. But yes, say hi to Sunflower for me. Stay for end screen and bye-bye.